Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. AUD USD bulls capitulate as USD bounces back and commodities tire. http ntvforex.com news ID BBF 733 minutes ago by Ross J. Berland. AUD USD is currently trading at 0.7275 and traveling between a range of 0.7265–0.7339, down some 0.85% on the day. NBSP despite a strong improvement in risk appetite in recent weeks, setting the stage for near-term NBSP AUD NBSP outperformance NBSP. And while the NBSP RBA NBSP appears to be less nonchalant about the surge in the Aussie since March, bulls nonetheless capitulated. Weighing on the outlook for the currency has been a series of data that has revealed the vulnerability behind the curtains of the recent weakness on the greenback. At the same time, the Reserve Bank of Australia's somewhat surprising expansion of funding facility and now what appears to be a semi-comeback in the USD have come at the same time to squeeze out the less committed bulls. NBSP COVID-19 is largest shock to Australia's economy since World War II. For data, we have seen the NBSP Australian economy shrink by 7% QoQ in Q2, the largest fall since quarterly records began in 1959. NBSP the data is a stark reminder that, while there is ground for risk assets to continue punishing higher, supporting the bullish narrative for the Aussie, NBSP fiscal and monetary policy settings will need to remain supportive for some time. NBSP to come. NBSP coupled with the GDP, we saw NBSP July registering a large fall in the trade balance NBSP surplus to AUD 4.6 bn, down AUD 3.5 bn on the June number. Resource exports, excluding gold, dropped 8.1% MOM in July, as all the bulk commodities experienced large declines, particularly LNG which fell 17.5% MOM. This led to Australia's trade surplus experiencing its first sharp decline in a number of months on the back of a large fall in exports and a strong rise in imports. NBSP While imports are a sign of consumption picking up, the fall in exports is a concern for Aussie bulls considering the surplus current account has been supportive of the Aussie throughout the crisis. NBSP The decline in exports was primarily driven by weakness in bulk commodity exports. However, analysts at ANZ Bank explained that they do not think this decline in the surplus is the start of a trend lower. NBSP We think demand from China for resources, particularly iron ore, will hold up over the coming months based on production data and the price of iron ore. NBSP We also don't see further material increases in imports while some parts of the country continue to experience severe movement restrictions. Commodities waning. A stronger USD and mixed economic data saw investor appetite wane in the commodity complex. NBSP The CRB index is currently down some 0.67% at the time of writing. NBSP However, higher iron ore futures were not enough to push the bulk commodity sector higher earlier this week nor lift the Aussie back to bullish territories. NBSP The GDP data provides further confirmation that the COVID-19 pandemic is the largest shock to Australia's economy since World War II, and if the currency is to continue higher, it will require an ongoing bearish trajectory in the greenback from here on. NBSP Besides the greenback, the analysts at ANZ Bank argue that the focus is now on Q3 GDP. How much the second wave and associated shutdown in Victoria have weighed on growth and Q4. How the economy will manage with sharply lower fiscal stimulus. NBSP The analysts explained that significant further stimulus over the next few years is likely to be required to generate growth and jobs and drive the unemployment rate down. NBSP AUD USD levels. NBSP overview today. Last price 0.7275 today. Daily change 0.0064 today. Daily change percent 0.87 today. Daily open 0.7339. NBSP trends. Daily SMA 20 0.7223. Daily SMA 50 0.7105. Daily SMA 100 0.6868. Daily SMA 200 0.67 0.741 NBSP levels, previous daily high 0.7382, previous daily low 0.73, previous weekly high 0.7369, previous weekly low 0.715, previous monthly high 0.7416, previous monthly low 0.7076, daily Fibonacci 38.2%, 0.7332, daily Fibonacci 61.8%, 0.7351, daily pivot point S1 0.7299, daily pivot point S2 0.7259, daily pivot point S3 0.7217, daily pivot point R1 0.738, daily pivot point R2 0.7422, daily pivot point R3 0.7462, NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.